Edition of Intro to Google Tools. Today we'll be talking about Google Forms. Google Forms is used for surveys, questionnaires, research, lots of different things you can use Google Forms for. So how do we get to Google Forms? Well, it's pretty easy. First, we go to our Google Apps box, then go down to our Google Drive. And inside our Google Drive, it's just like our other Google tools that we've learned. It's kind of like Google Docs, Sheets, but actually go down here to More, and there's lots of other options. The only other one we'll really talk about in this class is Google Sites, but there's lots of other apps and things you can connect to your Google Drive. But for today, we're going to do Google Form, and they've just recently updated this from a template. I just usually still do the default, and that's what we'll do in this video. So you click on that, and the first thing you'll see is they've already done a lot of the work for us. So the first thing you want to do is you want to title your form. So if you're doing a Getting to Know You survey, okay. And the next thing that I like to do in this, Getting to Know You survey. I don't know why it's doing that. The next thing I like to do personally is to go up here and change the theme, just because purple's not one of my favorite colors. I'm more of a blue guy, and so as soon as you change the color, it changes that. You can also change the header. If you choose something like this, then it kind of changes your whole layout, which maybe you like, maybe you don't. Okay. Right here, you can kind of like type in a little description of what your survey's for. This survey is meant. Survey's purpose is to help us get to know you. So then right here you can see your very first question, and it's just right here at the top. You can type in what the question is. What is your name? Okay, and you'll see as soon as I finish my question, Google's so smart that actually changed the answer type to short answer, because if you're going to ask them what your name is, you're not going to need a multiple choice option. You're going to need short answer. Then people are allowed to type in there. At any time, let's go ahead and do that right now. Is you can click right up here on preview, and you can see what it's going to look like when it's live. So that's what they're going to see. And they can submit whatever you want to do. Okay, so going back to our main one. So we're going to create 7 questions with 3 different question types. You can do really whatever questions you want. You can follow mine, or you can do something else. Down here, you also see a couple other options. This button right here will make a required question. So you definitely need to know, for really most surveys, you're going to want to know their name. So you need to kind of know who to tie the data to. That's kind of some more advanced options. We won't go over that in this video. You can delete the question if you're like, shoot, I just don't want this question, or you can actually duplicate it if you want this exact type of question. Then you can choose what is your favorite color. Okay. At any time, if you don't want to duplicate it, you can also just go right over here to add another question. And you can let's change the question type to multiple choice. Which is your favorite food? Bacon, donuts, pizza, or candy. Very healthy options here. You can also always click add other. Then they would have an option to type something in, which is always kind of nice, but depends on what kind of data you're trying to collect. Okay. What you'll see over here, you can also import questions from their survey and add an image. We won't do any of those today. You can have different sections in your quizzes, so a couple different options, but just going over again the basics today. Another question, favorite superhero. Again, it's really whatever question you want to allow your user to have. Let's do a different question. Which superheroes do you like? So we're not asking for favorites or anything like that. Which superheroes do you like? So we're going to change this one to a checkbox. Superman, Iron Man, Spider-Man, Black Panther. Forget my spelling. I'm spelling anything wrong. Thor, Hulk, Batman, And then with this one, what they'll be able to do is they'll actually be able to click, like, I like Spider-Man, Superman, Black Panther, and Hulk. Then you're giving them multiple options. Okay, so we need at least a couple more questions. So go ahead and I'll let you go and do that. You'll have to watch a video for that. How you'll turn it in once you have those 7 questions is right up here at the top. You'll click on send, and then you'll click on this link right here. You can shorten the URL if you want, doesn't really matter. Then you say copy, and then you paste this back into your Canvas assignment. Right here, you can also email it, like if you were going to email your friends or you had a list of people you were going to send it off to, you could put that right there. You can include it in the form. To add collaborators, that button would allow other people to edit the survey.
Please have the following teachers to the faculty lounge: Mrs. Dowdy, Mr. Mayer.
Okay, sorry about that. Back to the video. So there's a couple different options here, but that's the basics of sharing. The last thing that you might want to keep in mind is this button right here. This is the settings button. And so if you're setting it outside of, if you're using your school account, you're going to have something like this pop open. So you might want to deselect that one so that anybody has access to it. And then depending on what type of survey, I don't know why this isn't a default, but if you don't have this box checked, they could fill out the form multiple times. Or for example, if you were voting for a leadership position or something, you didn't have that marked, people could go in and vote several times. There's also a presentation option, which I don't know how you would use that. I haven't used it yet. And there's actually a quiz section. If you wanted to make a quiz for something, there's that option as well. But we'll just go ahead and make sure you have that box checked, save, and then you're done. That's the end of the assignment. Make sure you have at least 7 questions, and you need at least 3 different question types. So this would be a question type, that would be a question type, and that would be a question type. So you just need a couple more questions, and then you'll be done. And then again, just send it, turn it into Canvas, click on send, go to the link, and then copy that link, and just copy and paste that into Canvas.